Garza from San Juan, Texas. I represent Redemption Boxing Gym in Far, Texas. And this is my journey to WBC Continental America's title fight.
When you hear the word boxing, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Violence.
What does boxing mean to you?
Everything. It means everything to me. Because honestly, it's like second nature to me. If I don't feel like if I'm not doing it, I just don't feel normal. It's a lifestyle, you know. It means a lot to me because it touched me. It's taught me a lot of things. It's shown me that what I thought I couldn't do, I can do, and it's just a lifestyle. It's just a lifestyle. When I'm in the bag, I'm happy. When I'm working hard, I'm happy. So it means a lot to me.
Ali Garza, how you doing today, brother?
Doing great, feeling great.
Welcome to the show, man. How's life been for you lately?
Great, blessed. I root for my head, I got from the table, so I'm blessed.
Tell me what an average day in the life of Esteban when you're away from camp as of right now. You're not in camp right now, correct?
Yeah, I'm not in camp, just chilling, relaxing.
Tell me about a normal day in your life. When you wake up, what do you do?
When I wake up like around maybe 9 or 8. I'm still running. I'm an athlete, so I'm always keeping track of my miles in, either riding my bike or running around my feet. So a normal day, just waking up, running, exercising, have breakfast, just chilling, relaxing. Maybe get on the game with my friends. And that's if I have nothing else to do that day. Go to the gym, hang out, just relaxing, just enjoying life. And before even camp.
And you said get on games with your friends. What game are you talking about? Is a certain one game? Is it multiple games you play? Or?
Nah, multiple, like Fortnite, COD, UFC, Undisputed, different games. I like to play against my friends, just let him be with them and stuff like that.
I see a PlayStation, Xbox, computer. What do you play on?
PlayStation 5.
PlayStation 5. I see. So tell what's new in your life? Just your personal life. What's new? What do you got going on? You got any new girlfriends? Anything?
No, I don't do nothing with females, because I got a mission to accomplish. I don't got time to rest. So this thing coming up, I'm taking very serious. This fight, if it can change my life, so I take it very serious. I don't party, I don't drink. If I do go out, it's with my family. I go hang out with my family in Brownsville, my family here in San Juan or Edinburgh. I have a big family, so that's what I like to do when I can. Just hang out with my family, enjoy the moments like that. Being a normal person.
Now you mentioned you were something coming up. You said this. What is this that you're talking about?
A title fight. I'm title fight, WBC Continental or Continental America's title fight in November. We already got the official date, November 21st, and Arena Coliseo in Reynosa. I'm being the main event, so it's a big opportunity for me. It's a big milestone I want to accomplish, and I'm taking it very serious because it can change my life. So that's what I'm doing.
You took a few words that I was going to say, life-changing, a very big event. Do you have any nervousness? Do you feel nervous? Or what kind of feelings and emotions do you have right now looking into the future?
My emotions is, I've been working since I was a little kid, so it's a dream come true, fighting for a belt and stuff like that. It just feels good.
So now you said you're fighting for the WBC International belt, correct?
Yeah, yes sir.
The WBC is probably one of the most established belts out there, would you say?
Yeah, it's every fighter's dream to fight for the WBC belt. So I'm just blessed and I'm grateful, and I thank God for this opportunity that I have, because it's every fighter's dream to fight for the WBC belt. So I'm just grateful.
I've been lucky enough to see a couple of your fights. I haven't seen these last few fights, but I did watch them live. The one thing that I did really notice is you just seem confident. I've seen some fighters older than you not have the confidence. Just look professional. Talk about that.
My confidence, it doesn't come from the way I act. It doesn't come from the way I say things. It just comes from all the work and hard work I put in the gym. If I know I had a great camp and I know I had a flawless camp, just eating right, make sure I get my miles clocked in, make sure I'm being disciplined, being dedicated, for me, there's nothing to worry about. That's why the hard days is in the gym. The easy days are the fight. That's the fun part. So I keep my composure and I stay confident in the ring because I know how much work I put in the gym.
Those hard days were obvious in your last fight because I thought you had a very strong performance. What did you take away from that fight? A lot of people, as they come up the ranks, they learn from every fight.
Yeah.
So what did you feel you did wrong in that fight, and what did you learn through that fight?
I learned a lot. I learned a lot from the fight. It ended quick, but I learned that I feel like I'm getting more calmer. I can see everything. I can stay calm. I can stay under the weather. I can go through the storm. So, that's what I learned because I'm getting older. So I got to start learning and being more wiser. So I'm taking care of my body. This last fight, it went by quick. So I didn't really learn from that fight, but I learned during the camp because the camp we had a long camp, 3 months. So it was a good learning experience from camp. We did a lot of different things. We did a lot of strength conditioning. We did a lot of conditioning stuff because we were gonna fight 8 rounds. So now we know how much work I have to put in for this fight coming up, just to put in more work for this title fight I have coming up.
Now, given that this fight was an international fight and you've gone to Mexico a few times, is there any extra pressure, extra stress fighting internationally?
No, I just enjoy the moment. For me, maybe for other fighters, but for me, I just enjoy the moment. I embrace it. I'm going to Mexican soil, so I'm over here from the other side of the United States. So, of course, they're gonna boo me. Of course, they don't want me to win because I'm from over here from the United States. So, there's no pressure, but you gotta embrace it. Just go through it.
Now, one thing that I've noticed on the elite level is a lot of promotional companies try to push the Mexican heritage on some of the American fighters. Some that maybe don't have strong roots to Mexico. Tell me a little bit about your roots to Mexico, and do you plan on representing Mexico when you get to the elite level, the higher level?
Yeah, of course, because my family, they're from Nuevo León and from Monterrey. So, of course, I want to go represent Mexico. But I'm always going to represent the United States because that's where I was born and raised. So, I love Mexico. They always give me good hospitality over there. That would make me feel welcome. So, that's that's I don't want to say it's I mean, yeah, I represent them, but I was going to represent my country first.
Now, a lot of people here in the Rio Grande Valley, they say you're the best in the division.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you're the best in the division?
RGV wise, maybe, because I know there's a lot of talent. There's Julio Vitia, Jared Mercayo, there's upcoming fighter, Garza, he just fought Jared. They're all good fighters. Chinito, Dunamis, all those good. They're all great fighters. But in my opinion, yes, I think I am the best one because I know how to adapt. I know how to see everything coming. I have bigger stuff coming for me. Not saying that they don't have things coming for them, but I'm pretty sure they are. But I just feel like the way I'm moving and the way I'm doing is, yes, I am better than all those guys.
Thank you, man. You asked my question. I was going to ask you why do you feel that way, and you told me exactly why. Love it. Okay, I'm going to rapid fire some questions for you. I want you to pick one or the other, okay? As fast as you can. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Speed or power?
Speed.
Toughness or IQ?
IQ.
Come forward or counter-strike?
Counter-strike.
Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson?
Muhammad Ali.
Floyd Mayweather or Terence Crawford?
For Mayweather.
Canelo or Julio Cesar Chavez?
Julio Cesar Chavez.
Love it. All right, who in your opinion is the best local fighter in the Rio Grande Valley, and you can only pick one? I'll give you 10 seconds. 10.
Wait, about time or just right now?
Let's say currently fighting.
Okay.
I'll give you 10 seconds to think about it. 10.
Omar Juarez.
Omar Juarez.
Yeah.
Awesome. You
Yeah.
didn't have to think about that at all.
He just accomplished more. He's accomplished more, and I think his camp's coming. I know he had 2 losses, set him back, but he's doing great. He's keeping active, and I think he does have the talent and skill and dedication to get to his power rankings to get a good fight going. Because he just needs one fight, and I think he can accomplish a lot more.
He's very professional. My dealings with him is a little bit different. I don't know if it's the age or something, but he's very professional. So any fighters coming up, I always tell them, hey, watch the way he moves because I think he moves correctly.
Yeah.
And it was good seeing him very focused in Las Vegas. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to his future fights.
Yeah.
Who do you think locally, obviously not yourself, has a best chance to be a world champion?
Maybe Fabian Diaz. Fabian Diaz. You know, I've seen some fights where, no offense, he hasn't looked focused, but this fight he had back maybe I think last week, OTX, he did really good. He impressed me. This is the best, sharpest and best version I've seen of Fabian. He did really good. He calm, collected, didn't even take that much punishment. He looked good doing it like a boss. So, you know, I think he can become a world champion if he just stays focused and stays disciplined and listen.
Your biggest flaw in the ring is what? Or do you not want to say that? Or do you not want to give it?
No, it doesn't matter. Maybe admiring my work too much. Admiring my work too much because I have had sparrings where I hit him with a good shot, but I don't follow up on it. You know, I'm just admiring my work, so I think that's my biggest flaw. But eventually, I think I'll learn from it to become a better fighter and better version of myself.
Touching on that, one thing I noticed in your last fight is you probably could have finished it in 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
I didn't see you attack. I saw you patient. I saw you calm. Even when the fight was ready to finish, you still kind of took it easy. You were very patient. I think a lot of amateurs struggle with that. They get excited, they start going crazy. Is there a time when you made that switch, or have you always been this way?
In my early in my career, I was real like, I want to get him, but no, because I'm going up the ranks now. You know, I want to get in the big leagues. So you know, you can't be just going crazy in the big leagues. You gotta know what you're gonna do if it gets hurt. So I hurt him to the body. He was a dangerous opponent. He was a veteran. He fought 12 rounds before for a title before. He's fighting 10, 8 rounds. So I know if he got hurt, he's a veteran. He knows how to survive. But you know, what I did, I just practiced what I did in the mitts with Vince, my head coach. So all I did was just do a flurry, and then at the end of the fight, got him to the body, and he just never got back up. So just being patient. I feel like as every boxer gets older, they be more patient and they know where to pick their shots and how the way they're gonna throw it. So yeah.
So the last fight that I saw you fought in Border Wars. The last fight that I saw you fight in person, and I believe you've had 3 fights since then. 2 or 3.
Was it for the belt?
Uh,
When I fought for the North American title?
I think it was.
Yeah, I had 4 fights. That was my 5th one. Yeah.
4 fights since then.
Yeah.
You look like a complete different fighter. No disrespect, you seem a little more amateur. You brawled a little bit more. You just sat in the pocket and went blow for blow. Now I see you picking shots, being patient, boxing. I see a complete different Esteban. Why? What changes were made? Was it in camp? Was it a coach that told you? Talk on that.
I think it's definitely my coaches. You know, Vince and Jerry Garza and Josh Gonzalez. We have a big team. They like to learn from camps. They like to learn from other coaches. So you know, just take everything in, and because we represent it. But yeah, I was kind of early in my career. I was kind of too hard-headed. I would bump heads with my uncles a lot. You know, it's not good to do that with your coaches, especially when trying to just look out for you. I feel like I thought I knew everything when I didn't. So one day, a quick little story. I just bumped heads with them, and he told me, "You don't know anything. I'm not a nobody." And ever since then, like I just started listening. But back to your saying, just it changed because I'm getting older. My coaches are getting more wiser. By the camps go and they watch videos, they study people, so they knew every solution to like how to beat a fighter, how to break them down, and you know just. But most of all, I think it's because I'm getting older, more patient with myself.
A lot of young men struggle with getting to that point. I mean, I think to me it probably took me till I was 24, 26 years old to really realize that. And sometimes it's a certain experience that humbles you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a certain person. But you want to touch on any more of that experience or something that maybe helped you see the light?
I don't really like get into it, but um, it's just something that I did bad, and ever since then, I just I got closer with God. I got closer with God, and I was an impatient kid. I want everything right now, right now, right now. But God's time is the perfect timing. You know, how do I say it in a good way? I was going. People think that fighter doesn't go through a lot of stuff. Fighter doesn't get this, get that. Doesn't get sad. But I've been the past maybe before I hit 20. I was a sad kid, and maybe because all the anger I had built up in me, all the all the stuff I had going on. I just feel like when I got closer to God, everything just changed. Because I was getting frustrated about not getting fights, getting frustrated that I feel like nobody's there for me, getting frustrated because I wasn't good financially, getting frustrated because I didn't have a car. But everything got put in its place. Everything got put in its place, and once I got closer to God, I was praying to Him. I get on my knees and pray. I don't get on my knees, but I got on my knees for the Lord, and it just changed. Everything just changed. Once when I thought everything was going down, he picked it back up. I got my uncles with me. They came me through faith, my family, everything like that. But ever since I got closer to God, everything just came perfectly, patiently. I kept praying. I pray every night. He when I feel down, He picks me back up. When I feel I'm alone, He picks me back up. So I just thank God for how I'm maturing and how I'm becoming as a person. It's all God.
If you were not a professional boxer, what sport would you do? Or what would you be doing?
I don't
What
know.
sport?
A sport. I would say football, but I'm too short for football. So maybe I would say cross country.
Cross country?
Yeah, cross
So
country.
you must enjoy your running.
Yeah, I like it.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what brought you to boxing? Who brought you to boxing and what brought you to boxing?
I used to live with my dad in Minnesota, at St. James, Minnesota. I used to live here and far with my mom. I was 5 years old. After that, our dad picked us up. We went to north Minnesota, St. James, Minnesota, and I was living there for like maybe a good 4 years. I came back down when I was 8 years old. I came back when my uncles, my mom, and my grandpa and my grandma were all living together in a small house. I remember my uncle. I saw some boxing belts, and that was karate or something. And I asked him, "What is that?" And my uncle Jerry, I think when he was 21 or maybe even less, he won state golden gloves. And he told me like, "Oh, mijo, this is boxing." And I was like, "Oh, I want to learn that." And he was like, "No, you don't want to do it." I'm like, "I want to learn how to do it." And I told him I want to do it. He's like, "No, you don't want to." I'm like, "I want to." And he told me, he's like, "You're not gonna fight until you perfect your defense." And I was like, "Okay." Like I was even crying because I want the box. And he was like, "All right, but you have to perfect your defense, perfect it." And I was with my uncle Vince. That's why we had so much good chemistry because we've been doing mitts for years and years. And we've been doing mitts, practicing. So I was 8 years old. I was outside on the porch, and my uncle gets the mitts and made me with some boxing gloves. And he taught me how to use the jab. He taught me how to do my footwork, the jab, cross, uppercut, jab, cross, left hook. So that's why I got into boxing because I saw belts, and my grandpa used to watch boxing all the time too. On solo, it was a Spanish one. It was called solo boxeo. I think De La Hoya would promote those fights too, and I would watch those every night with my grandpa before I go to sleep or go to school. So, and my mom would get mad because it was like late, like maybe 11 or 12 at night, and I'll be there watching my grandpa boxing tapes, boxing fights. So I think ever since I just touched soil here, I didn't want the box because I thought it was cool, but I saw it as a lifestyle. I saw it as a way to get out. So yeah, that's how I got with sport of boxing because my uncles kind of used me to it, but I wanted it too.
Thinking about everything that you just told me right now, do me a favor, turn around and look at those two flyers that are right beside you.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Nah. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. It makes me that I accomplish a lot, you know. Just growing up from nothing and just growing up from nothing and I had it very hard. Just just I grew up very hard. I didn't have everything, so it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like like I did something. So I'm just proud of myself. I'm doing it for not just for me, but for my brothers, for my family, and everything like that. So I'm not getting emotional, but I just I don't know. I just don't have to think about that stuff because it makes me get emotional.
You know, and we're all men in life. We go through experiences that our fathers and the men in our life teach us to be strong and to be there. And don't ever feel ashamed for showing your emotions. You know, that we're human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And touching on that, you know, I know a little bit about your life. For the people that don't know, tell me about your birth and the struggles that you overcame before you were aware of what was even going on in this world.
But everyone knows, not everyone, but my whole family knows I'm a premature baby. So I think I was born in 6 months, 6.5 months, 7 maybe. I grew premature. My uncles, they can hold me in their hands just like this. So I was a small baby. Me and my brothers came out from nothing. Um, I had an okay childhood. Just growing up without a dad and stuff. I don't really like touch up on that, but growing up without a dad, you know. But everything I learned to be a man, my uncle Jerry, my uncle Chente, Vince, and my grandpa taught me everything. Everything I know. How to be a man, how to protect my family, how to be a mature man, a gentleman. They taught me everything.
If you could go back and tell a little 6-year-old Esteban, 7-year-old, 8-year-old Esteban, you could tell him something, what would you tell him?
Just listen. Just listen to the people you take care of because I was listening, I was doing good and stuff like that, but I got to an age, I was 16, I was a sophomore in PJ Bears, and I would hang out with some wrong crowd. I was lost as a kid. I didn't have my dad in the picture. My mom, she went to North Dakota to go work for us, oil rigs. My mom was a strong woman, you know, she went up there to go work for us. And it was just me, my brothers, Ezequiel, Anthony. It was just us in a tiny apartment. Our room is my grandpa. And I don't know, I just had this anger I had, just feeling alone. Because of course I'm the older brother, so I'm always gonna be strong for them. I was gonna be the guy that protects them. So I was in school, got in trouble, got suspended. Long story short, I assaulted a security officer. I got in trouble. They cuffed me and everything like that. I went home that day. My mom was crying because she just didn't know what was wrong with me, and I told her I was sorry and stuff like that. And I felt mad at myself because I'm supposed to be showing my brothers the good way, and I was showing them the bad way. I went over here. I think it's right down the road where the gym is. It's called I think it's for sure it's called Central. It's like it's kind of like a little boot camp, prison / school. I hated it. I was there from November all the way to maybe the first week of May. So I was there for a long time. I hated it. I freaking hated it, dude. It just felt like that was probably the worst I've ever been in. You know, just I hated it so much. You know, from eating by myself, getting in trouble. I would get in trouble. I wouldn't listen to my teachers, so I would get in trouble, and I hated every second of it. I wouldn't listen to the teachers. I would freaking bump heads with them. I would not listen to them. So they would take the only class I liked was PE. So they took away my favorite class. And I'd be just freaking pissed off at everybody. And also it also sucked because there was only one bus, and they would go, and I lived close to the school, and they would drop off the people first from Las Milpas, and then like school ended like at 3:30 I believe, and I won't get home till like 5:30, 5. So I freaking hated it if I was the last one. But you know, I thank God that He gave me that, because that really matured me. I really showed me how it is to not take things for granted and to behave, because things can change like this. I thought I was invincible, dude. I was getting ready for nationals, and I didn't end up going because of that happened. So yeah.
So, you mentioned a couple times that you had this anger. Did the boxing gym help you release this anger? Is that
Yeah. Yeah, of course it did, but I was so hard on myself that I wouldn't take away everything. I wouldn't take away all the anger I had built up. I wouldn't take away the thoughts I have. I wouldn't take away the freaking just the violence I had in my head. Like I was bad. And yes, the boxing gym healed me. It healed me a lot, but I was just so hard-headed that even when I leave, I'll just be still mad.
If there's a message that you could send to your 35, 40-year-old self about a goal or something, what would you, is that a message to yourself? What would you tell yourself?
Enjoy life. Enjoy every second of it, because you don't know when it can just go like that. You know, you don't know when you can lose everything. Excuse me. When you can lose everything and just not be grateful. And every time you're with a family member, when you're leaving or you're on the phone with your loved one or something, just always say you love them, because you never know that everything can just end like this. So that's my advice to my older self. In camp, I don't have cheat meals because I'm on a very strict diet. But out of camp, I like pizza. Pizza is my favorite. Yeah.
What kind of topping do you put on your pizza?
It just like if I have maybe Pizza Hut, I have stuffed crust with sausage and pepperoni. If it's Little Caesars, just a normal hot and ready. And for Domino's, I think crust.